Fanny and Alexander is generally rated as being Ingmar Bergman's best film. For a while, my favorite was Scenes from a Marriage, the uncut version. But after seeing the uncut version of Fanny and Alexander, I changed my mind. This is the best. Scenes from a Marriage is number two. Usually, people, when they think of Ingmar Bergman things, they usually call either this or The Seventh Seal Bergman's best. I did like The Seventh Seal, didn't love it. I think The Seventh Seal is a bit of an overrated film. I just think that Bergman's simply done better. But with Fanny and Alexander, I do agree that it's his best film. Everyone that says that this is his best, very much agreed. But there's one clincher to that. See the 5-hour uncut miniseries version. You can call it a 5-hour movie, and that's okay. But when they released this originally as a 3-hour cut, the 3-hour cut was a majestic achievement, okay? But with the 5-hour version, we get so much more of really everything. Some things seem more clear, some things seem more magical, more enchanting, and there's also a lot more disturbing bits in the 5-hour cut. We get more of the good, more of the bad, but let's face it, the good, there's just about no badness at all. Except for one thing, okay? The only thing that I should advise you on for the 5-hour cut of Fanny and Alexander is episode 1, which is an hour and a half, is pretty boring. Yeah, it takes place during Christmas. We get a bunch of these subplots, and they're all just so boring. I mean, it's very nice to look at. This is, without questioning, Ingmar Bergman's best looking film. But, yeah, when you, like, we got all these subplots, but none of them are really interesting. But episode 2, on the other hand, is when it really shifts gears back into the eyes of mostly Alexander. Only a little bit of Fanny, but mostly Alexander. And that's really where everything takes off and becomes just one of the best experiences you'll ever have in any art form. So I recommend that you just skip episode 1, move on to numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because you're really not missing. You're missing really nice images, a little bit of Alexander's imagination, but we get more of that later on. But yeah, feel like, okay, if you really like episode number 1, comment below. That's okay. But yeah, mostly episodes 2, 3, 4, and 5 will just blow you away. It's uncommonly absorbing. It just sucks you right into the moment. Of course, the acting in this is really fantastic. And yeah, what's this whole thing about? It's about growing up and imagination and religion and love and loss and family and lies. But the way that everything is handled in this is it feels so original, and any sort of bit of familiarity that happens, like if say something has been done similarly in something beforehand, you really feel that this is really taking its spot as being just the best kind. Like when their father passes away, and Fanny's mother remarries this bishop. That's really what the bulk of the movie's about. Yeah, an abusive father that's been done before, but really hasn't been done as good here as it has anywhere else. Yeah, this is like I'm just at a loss of I'm at a loss for words of this. This has got like the 5 hour. I've always loved the 3 hour cut of this. It's always been a real treat for me. But the 5 hour version, except for episode number one, has now crept its way at being one of my top 100 favorite films of all time. I know that I did that list earlier, my top 100 favorites. That wasn't going to last. That's bound to change. An example of what's changed, Fanny and Alexander Long version's been in it. So, yeah, Fanny and Alexander, the long version. Okay. 3 hour version, easy 4 stars. Long version, I wish I could give more than 4 stars. That's how good it is.